Did you see the video of the bus driver who slammed on the brakes in a bus full of kids and he tried to teach the kids a lesson? I did see that. So he's getting charged with 30 counts of child abuse or something, right? Let me see. I'm gonna double check. I think yeah, 30 counts of child abuse.
Hey, and one more.
Yeah. In a nutshell, though, the bus driver's yelling at the kids. He's like, "Hey, you young sprouts, you better stop. It's dangerous not to be sitting down in your seat." And then to prove that it's dangerous, he fucking slams the brakes and sends them flying. Well, not flying. That's exaggerating. But he tumbles them. He puts the L in lesson. Yeah, it was a fucking stupid idea. Yeah. I think it's bullshit he's getting charged for that. I think 30 counts of child abuse is kind of wild. I don't know about that. Maybe just like a general blanket of child endangerment somehow would probably suffice. Because I don't think he was out there actually trying to kill any of the kids. Just watched it, seems tame. Well, like I said, none of the kids like go flying or like get injured or anything that I know of. But it's still like a dangerous thing that he did. It's a stupid thing he did. But again, I think 30 counts of child abuse is pretty excessive. I think a child endangerment charge encompassing the whole situation probably would have sufficed. I used to have a bus driver that stopped at gas stations. Is that I don't know? Is that weird or something? I don't know. You'd feel different if it was your kid and that's how you need to treat it. I mean, yeah, I might feel differently if it was my kid, especially if the kid, like, you know, hit his head on the seat or something, which I imagine some of the kids might have since they were all kind of like rambunctious and standing around. So, yeah, I think there's a chance one of them might have, like, hit their head. For sure. You're right. I probably would feel differently about it. But if you watch the video, he's not exactly going like 80. You know, we're not talking about speed here. And it doesn't seem like his intention was to actually hurt any of the kids. I think it was more supposed to just be like, here's a lesson you need to learn and learn it the tough way, like a man way. Which is fucking stupid because they're little kids. It's fucking dumb. It's a stupid idea. But I don't think his intention was to actually hurt any of them. Or to like scar or traumatize them. There's a video. Yeah. The security camera. It's got it all. What is this article? Or lack thereof. I guess it's just the video. Exit resub no such. School buses should have seatbelts. Do they not? Mine did. What? They absolutely have seatbelts. What the fuck are you talking about? They absolutely do. No? Mine had these little dinky, like, I guess maybe old buses? I don't know. I I remember mine had these little dinky one leather string that goes across and buckles to your left. 100%. No, it seems like chat's kind of divided, but most are saying not mine and no. That's so wild. Here, let me see if I can find it. I didn't ride the bus often, but when we used to go to basketball games, we had to take a bus there, and they had little seat belts. So according to this article, they're not required, though some buses do offer seat belts. Wait. No, hold on, look at this. Seatbelts are required on all school buses in Florida after a law passed in December 31st of 2000. Each school bus that is purchased new after December 31st of 2000 and uses to transport students from grades pre-K through 12 must be equipped with seatbelts or any other restraint system approved by federal government. So maybe it's just a Florida thing. I feel like Florida would have been like one of the last states that gave a fuck about safety in a bus. Mine had a metal bar right in front of your face, and that's about it. Oh, that sounds very safe. Nice. That way it could just knock you out, concuss you, so you wouldn't feel the pain of like broken bones or something in an accident. Huge. Is it tier 1? Cassis? Will you break sobriety to hang out with Post Malone? Sure. I mean, I just broke it for a fucking tier list. Like I said, it was never something sacred to me or anything. It was just, I stopped drinking because I didn't need to. Was focusing more on, like, general health stuff and didn't need alcohol on weekends or anything. So sure. If Posty wants to get a couple brewskis, I'm down. As long as it's not Miller or Natty Light, but he doesn't strike me as a Miller or Natty Light guy. But I know he is a Bud Light guy, which is wild. The fucking BL smoothie. How tall would you be if you... What a weird question. I have no idea. Probably the same height. It's not like everything's just cash. Alcohol awful for you, ages and kills you like heroin. I mean, I don't think you're gonna hear many people arguing that alcohol's good for you. Alcohol is nothing compared to heroin. I hate to tell it to that guy. I couldn't tell you. A drug tier list? That'd be wild. Imagine tier listing every drug ever. That'd be the fucking nuttiest tier list. There's a YouTuber that does, I think he's a science YouTuber. Doesn't he test drugs on himself? Goblin did it. Goblin did it. Is that his name? Oh yeah, My Drug Tier List 2022. Yeah, you're right. Is this the channel I'm thinking of? Or is this just a guy who's done a lot of drugs and is now tier listing them? Because I vaguely recall a channel that would get into the science behind how the drugs are made, how they work in your body, and then he'd do it at the end of the episode. Goblin's just done a lot of drugs. Okay, then that's not the guy I'm thinking of. Psyched substances. That might be it. Yeah, it's psych substance. What YouTuber would you be surprised to find out doing drugs? Well, it depends. Like, do you mean like hard shit? I'm not sure. I feel like all of them, like, I feel like all of them would be surprising. At least of the ones that I know. None of them strike me as anyone that would even fucking smoke weed. But then again, I don't really talk to a lot of YouTubers or anything, to be fair.